Hello fellow YouTubers, and in this video I'm going to show you how to store frozen fish food for ease of use. Now I must confess, my girlfriend actually told me this technique, so a shout out to her there. Whoop whoop. And before I had problems with them sticking together when I'm trying to pull the food apart to go and feed it to my fish. And this solves that problem completely. You can just pick up a frozen piece and they're all separate. It's amazing. On to the video! So for this example we're going to be using some shrimp. Now you've just gone down to the shop and you've bought yourself some fresh shrimp. You've taken the lid off and you're going to stick them in your freezer, ready for your fish to eat. And obviously the freezer preserves them longer. In the freezer they go. The next day you need to feed your fish. So you go to your freezer and you take out the shrimp that you froze to preserve them. You go to pick one up and lo and behold you can't actually pick one up. Sure, there might be the odd loose one, but you can't really get the individual one that often, and if you do you end up breaking them and just damaging the shrimp themselves. So this leads us on to our amazing idea. Grab yourself some kitchen roll, a couple of sheets, place it on the table, and then place your thawed out shrimp onto the kitchen roll. And now you're just going to dab off all the excess water. The less water the better, so really do try and get them as dry as you can. You may need some more sheets for kitchen roll if you don't have enough and they're still wet. That should just about do it. Now grab yourself a baking tray and put the prawns onto them. Now the fun part. Spread them out evenly so they're not touching. You don't want them to touch, just in case there is a little bit of moisture left in them and it stops them freezing together. If they're touching, they'll freeze together. If you're a perfectionist, then this is quite a fun job to get them all in lines. If not, then it can be quite tedious. Voila! We're done. Now place the baking tray with the shrimp on into the freezer. Make sure they're nice and level and they don't move around when you shut the drawer. It's best to leave these 24 hours or overnight will do. In the morning, take out your frozen shrimp. Now, you want to release them all from the tray. They may have stuck on a little bit, but with a little bit of force you can get them off. You might need to twist the tray. You want to work really quick with this part because the heat from your hands can actually melt them slightly and cause water, which we don't want to happen. We want to keep them frozen. So work as quick as you can. Grab yourself a Ziploc bag and put them into the bag. Quick, quick, quick. If you handle them too long, then the water that's caused will only freeze them together when they're in the bag. So the idea is to keep them frozen. Squeeze all the air out of the bag to make sure there's no moisture in there and no air. Zip it up and place it in the freezer. That's pretty much it. You can now go back to it whenever you want, grab yourself a prawn or a shrimp and feed it to your fish. The good thing about being frozen is you can snap it easier to make it smaller. All that's left is to feed them to your fish. Num 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 num. Here I have some green spotted pufferfish and an Oscar. They love these little treats. So, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.